Good afternoon from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System and welcome to Newsline. 30 minutes news presentation about Liberia and the rest of our one world. Today is Wednesday, September 6, 2023. My name is Titi Gibro with this afternoon's presentation. In the headlines, Coalition for Democratic Change declares Blue Holiday ahead of official campaign launch on tomorrow, Thursday.
Holiday because the sheer numbers of people that will be coming out to celebrate our one-round victory is just unimaginable.
Government to provide scholarships for top performers in this year's WACS exams. Supreme Court upholds next decision denying District 11 representative aspirant Thomas Nemenetwe. And away from Liberia, African leaders propose new taxes aimed at fighting climate change. Sports, the news in French and foreign development are all packaged. Jab Davis first sets the pace with a bulletin of news.
Preparations are said to be at the highest peak ahead of the official launch of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC victory campaign on tomorrow, Thursday. Thousands of supporters and auxiliaries have been mobilizing massively for what organizers believe will be a complete lockdown of Monrovia on Thursday. CDC National Campaign spokesman Councillor Kani Ogbagbala told ELBC Thursday the sea of human beings expected to pull at the September event will be at an unprecedented level.
Tomorrow is actually a blue holiday because the sheer numbers of people that will be coming out to celebrate our one-round victory is just unimaginable. So it's important to start moving very early so you don't get stuck along the way and miss this once-in-a-lifetime one-round victory rally.
Councillor Bala said the expansion of the CDC from 3 to 9 political parties have increased the numbers in the ruling party's favor. He also stressed that the development policies of President George Weah have won him the admiration of thousands of Liberians, making it certain for a first-round victory. The CDC campaign spokesman made specific mention of first-time voters and their parents who have benefited from the payment of WACS fees by the government. The government of Liberia is said to be working out plans to provide scholarships to students with the highest marks in this year's WACS. Students Desire Sagan, Priscilla Cooper, and Lemfor Zizé topped the national exams as the best performers. Speaking in an ELBC interview Wednesday, Education Minister Ansu Sonia showed the students of government's commitment to providing scholarships for undergrad studies. Minister Soni told ELBC Education at midweek program that government will fully sponsor the students in any university of their choice.
Those three students automatically they got themselves under this Bakuba government, whether they want to go to Morocco or they want to go to Cote d'Ivoire or whatever the case is. But if they want to go to any private university in this country, it will be this government's responsibility.
The Liberian Education Minister is, however, encouraging the students to remain robust in pursuing their career to help government transform the country. Minister Soni is at the same time urging all 12th graders to be focused in their lessons. Meanwhile, the top performing students in this year's WACS have extolled government, especially the Education Ministry, for the pledge to provide them scholarship. Students Desire Sagan, Priscilla Cooper, and Lemfor Zizé also praised their school administrators for teaching them the requisite educational materials. They describe government's move as a milestone achievement toward empowering Liberian students to achieve their potential. Monserrato County District 11 representative aspirant Thomas Nimini Toa, commonly known as Original Countryman, has been declared ineligible to contest the ensuing legislative elections. It followed the Supreme Court's August 31 ruling against Mr. Nimini Toa after he failed to meet the eligibility clause of the revised election laws of Liberia. The court has upheld the Commission's earlier decision against aspirant Nimini Toa. The declaring him ineligible to contest in the district because he is not domiciled in the district. In the ruling, the Supreme Court affirmed that Mr. Nimini Twe is not domiciled in Moserado District 11 and is therefore not eligible to contest. In recent months, residents and representative candidates in District 11, Sia Tanapoli, James Mawe, and Emmanuel Tokba filed a prohibition against the nomination of Mr. Nimini Twe in the ensuing legislative elections. The National Association of Foreign Exchange Bureau of Liberia, NAFIBO, has endorsed the candidacy of CDC Standard Bearer President George Weah. The group believes the Liberian leader has done exceptionally well for the country within a short period and should be re-elected. Reading the group's petition statement Tuesday in Monrovia, NAFIBO's president Nimilan Syed said the Weah government has reformed the country's economy since taking over in 2018.
Continual commitment to the betterment of our local context, fostering a Liberia that is commercially vibrant. We in NAFIBO, with a membership over 56,000 around the country, endorse the presidency of President George Manuel Weah re-election 2022 October 10.
Mr. Syed named stable electricity, road connectivity, the pavement of wax fees, the sustenance of peace and security, among others, as tangibles of the CDC-led government. He noted that maintaining the Liberian leader in power is the surest way to sustain the country's economic advancement. Traditional leaders in Grand Bassa County have suspended traditional bush activities ahead of the October 10 elections. At a press conference in Buchanan on Tuesday, the traditional leaders announced what has been seen as a significant decision intended to encourage a good turnout on polling day. The move by the Bassa traditional leaders is in line with the mandate from the National Council of Chiefs and Elders of Liberia, headed by Chief Zanzan Kawa. They maintain that suspending traditional bush practices during this period will allow political candidates the freedom to campaign without any traditional interference. The traditional leaders also believe that such suspension will give candidates the opportunity to connect with voters on a level playing field. B Mountain Mining Company has identified with flood victims in Rubber Sports, Grand Kitman County. The company food and non-food items, as well as assorted medical supplies, was given to the flood victims. Our correspondent said more than 100 persons from the Crew Town community were made homeless after water took over their homes. Receiving the items on behalf of the victims, Grand Cape County Fiscal Affairs Superintendent Vani Sharif commended the company for the gesture.
Jab Davis returns a little later with our foreign development and weather report. One of the top stories this afternoon, government to provide scholarships for top performers in this year's WACS exams. To this story now, Thursday, September 7 promises to be a crucial day on the ruling CDC campaign calendar as the party rallies thousands of supporters for its official launch. Supporters and auxiliaries of the Coalition for Democratic Change have been mobilizing massively for what has been described as a blue holiday. Councillor Kanyo Barbala is CDC National Campaign spokesman. He explained to Melvin Stewart that Thursday's event will be a major step toward a first-round victory in October.